Describe in single words only the good things that come into your mind. About your mother?
My mother?
Yeah.
Let me tell you about my mother.
What is real? How do you define real? If you're talking about what you can feel, what you can smell, what you can taste and see, then real is simply electrical signals interpreted by your brain.
Have you ever been in an institution? Cells.
Cells.
Do they keep you in a cell? Cells.
Cells.
When you're not performing your duties, do they keep you in a little box? Cells.
This causes it. This causes it. This causes it. Information overload. All the electronics around you poisoning the airwaves.
You are listening to the High Tech Low Life podcast, a cyberpunk media retrospective. High Tech Low Life contains language and themes not suitable for all audiences, as well as spoilers for the content being covered. Listener discretion is advised.
Welcome back, everybody, to the High Tech Low Life podcast with your hosts, Eric and Josh. I'm Eric.
And I'm Josh.
It's been a long time since you've heard our smooth voices gently sliding into your ears.
Been a long time coming, and a damn thing changed.
Nope. We're actually, some things have changed. Our artwork has changed dramatically.
Our artwork has changed dramatically.
This episode is not a real episode. I'm not even counting it on the list because it would push us closer to 100, and I'm not ready to deal with that yet.
Oh, God, you're right. We still have it. Okay, yeah, we got to...
This is a 0.5 episode.
Special for that. Fuck.
Doesn't have to be that special, but
we
should probably make note of it.
We should start thinking like more than 1 week ahead is basically what I'm saying.
So what we're doing is think of it like an extended trailer. We're coming back next week and we get to announce this, which is super exciting. Everybody's been looking forward to this one. And so we figured we'd do a little hype ep for it.
Get hype.
Mainly because that episode we recorded is actually ready to be released, except it's a 2-parter, and there's going to have to be a week break between. So rather than split them up and have a week off, I figured we'd extend the vacation 1 more week and then put whatever. You don't need to know how the fucking sausage is made.
Sausage is getting made. That's the important thing.
Yes. So what do you want to, what should we do first? My agenda, talk about our new pretty artwork, announce next week's theme, and read 2 lovely emails we received over the break. What do you want to do first, Josh?
Let's talk the art first, because that's what, that's hopefully or possibly the first thing people will notice when this pops up in their catcher.
That's true. They might be confused and think they've downloaded the wrong thing.
Yeah.
Which is exactly what I would do if one of the podcasts I listen to changed their art.
It has happened to me.
Yeah. So, we commissioned an artist using money taken from Patreon funds, of which we are very grateful, and got a real ass artist to write to write a picture for us. Sorry, that's not.
I don't ever write pictures. I've never written a picture.
We're not that kind of show. Because the original.
I'm just imagining the Big what's the porn Jackie Treehorn's sketch that the dude comes up with in Lebowski.
Oh, we are that kind of show.
Yeah,
referencing Big Lebowski. No, our old artwork was AI made back when AI was brand new and I don't know, at least interesting, and never loved that. So as soon as we had the funds to do so, I paid a real person, which is what I suggest you do when you need art. Find a real person doing it and give them some money to do it, because it's hard to survive as an artist.
Yeah.
God knows.
Yeah. And it turns out that the artist knew what they were doing and were able to convert our dumbass suggestions and half-formed concepts into some really neat shit.
Indeed. So if you're looking for someone to make art for you, check out Gillyvor, Gilllyvor on Instagram, Bluesky, and I think it's pronounced coffee, like the drink, Ko-Fi.
In my mind, it's Ko-Fi.
That's how I pronounce it too, but I don't think that's how it's said.
Yeah, because I've seen plenty of things saying, buy me a Ko-Fi. Well,
Ko-Fi, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it doesn't. But
that's still how I say it in my head too.
Yeah, okay, good. We're on the same page here. All right. We should keep doing the show.
Yeah, okay. We'll work that out later. Gillyvor, very cool cyberpunk, some kind of gothy vampire shit too. They do characters, and their coffee has some pretty cool little commissions you can do. So I'd recommend it. Go check them out. At least look at the pretty pictures.
Yeah.
And yeah, they were very easy to work with too. So there's always that. We weren't that demanding, right?
No, I think we were, we had reasonable expectations that were met and exceeded. So,
agreed. So that's why all our podcast looks different on your phone. That's that.
Yeah, pretty much.
Thanks, Gillyvor, for working with us. And thanks, patrons, for making it possible. Patrons for making it possible. Yes.
I remember a running multi-week conversation about patronage versus what? God, I
used to say patronage, I think.
It was involving I think it was the D&D game you were running like 10 years ago.
Huh.
And there was some conversation about patronage or versus something else that I kept getting called in to attempt to mediate, and I just kept saying patronage. No, patronage is what you mean.
Remember this.
That was the same game where I was called in repeatedly to mediate something about cannibalism. It was something like purify food and drink, and if somebody had an infection on their arm, if somebody took a bite of it, would purify food and drink.
Yeah, I remember that one actually quite clearly, and I was on the side of that's some bullshit, but everybody else was not.
I mean, it's absolute nonsense.
Come on, I'm all for stretching the rules and for spell usage, but let's be real, people.
Yeah, it is absolute nonsense. On the other hand, rules as written, you could interpret that, and it'd be up to the GM. So,
your game's going good if you need a cannibalism mediator, though. So, all right. Speaking of cannibalism, I don't have any connection for that. Let's just read these emails.
Okay, that sounds good.
We got 2 emails over the break, which were quite nice. And I don't know when, given the length of our regular episodes and how long it'll be before we do a proper email episode, not counting this one, because this isn't a proper episode. This is a 0.5.
Yeah.
I don't know when we'd get to them. And I'm going to read them now as a result. The first one, I don't know if I should read their names. They didn't give me permission. We're just going to say Micah.
Sounds great.
And they are a Montreal area listener.
Emails from Micah. Dun, 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 dun.
Micah says, "Hey, Eric and Josh, another Montreal listener here, late to the party, and I've been jumping around in the back catalog, so I'm getting to this now. Appreciate you guys taking on this project, and I've been enjoying revisiting old favorites and discovering new media. A special shout out to the When Gravity Fails episode, both for including a lesser-known title and having Mike on for the discussion. When I saw that book, and also Hardwired in the episode list, I knew I'd found the right neighborhood. ACAB, Fight the Power." And then a PS. "Not sure how clear it is to most Americans, but a lot of Canadians are incandescently angry about the 51st state talk. It's not funny. It's not mildly amusing. Them's fighting words. This is the second time the orange guy got elected. Once is an aberration, twice is a pattern." Sigh, hang in there. Yeah, agreed. Yeah. I don't even like saying it as a joke, although I'm not saying I never have and never will.
I mean, the one thing I like about it is that it reminds me of a really great song, 51st State by, what is the name of that band?
Beethoven.
Nope, definitely not Beethoven. They are the band that Sepultura covered
Salt and
The
Pepper.
Hunt.
New Model Army.
New Model Army, yes.
Salt and Pepper was very close compared to Kenny G and
Beethoven. Basically exactly New Model Army. Yeah. Yeah, it's a really
Yeah.
good song, and it reminds me of that. And I, even what are we, 5 months into the 51st state talk?
God.
I'm still not sick of being reminded of that song, so that says something positive.
Yeah, that's something. I'm sure Canadians probably don't think of that song. They probably think of wanting to punch an American in the dick.
Yeah, and I mean, yeah, it's bad and stupid and pointless, and hey, that's where we're at. I don't know,
But
I-
we do have a lot of love for our Canadian listeners, and we have a lot of love for Mike, who hasn't been on our show, or I haven't really talked to him in a long time. So we should work on doing another When Gravity Fails book soon.
Yeah, we should. Yeah, his sabbatical shortly after that episode was recorded, kind of, I think, threw us out of. We didn't think of. Oh, well, we thought of. Oh, we should do another one, but he was gone for 6 months.
Also, we have a lot of love for Montreal because Johnny Mnemonic was filmed there.
Johnny Mnemonic was filmed there, and we seem to have in my mind, surprisingly high listenership, specifically from the Montreal area. I do not know what it is, but I feel like we get emails and skeets and stuff like that from people from Montreal with a surprising amount of regularity. And, even compared to, it's not as many people as we get from the States broadly, but possibly more than we get from any single individual state.
Another podcast, The Dollop, releases a Spanish language version of their podcast. Should we be doing French?
Maybe. Merde.
Let's just do bad accents.
Tabarnak. Right? That's what they say.
Sure. I don't know.
Well, like French Canadian, most of their curses are like heresy,
Oh, that's dope.
as opposed to French is like that's merde and shit and piss and stuff like that. So it's actually a really interesting divide in language.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I believe you.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Micah, for the email. And thank you, Canada, for putting up with our bullshit for so long.
Yeah.
Let's read this next one from Adam. And the subject is recommendos. So I believe this is going to give some recommendos for us and for you, the listener.
Mm.
Hey, guys. Greetings from North Carolina. North Carolina, kind of the Canada of the Carolinas.
Sure. Yeah. Okay.
Get what I'm doing?
I truly was not sure where you were going to go with that, and then you said something exactly accurate.
They say the state, not Night City, because they use the abbreviation NC. What they're saying is they are not a fictional person from Night City.
Yeah.
First off, let me say I love the podcast. Well, that's what gets you read on here is massaging our egos.
Yeah.
I just found you guys on YouTube about 3 weeks ago while searching for an audiobook for Count Zero. Anyway, I'm blasting through the episodes at work, and I'm almost done with season 2. I'm hoping you guys come back for season 3. Good news. Stay tuned till the end of this episode. If you do, I have 2 recommendos. First, Automata 2014, starring Antonio Banderas, currently on Amazon Video and Tubi. I saw it once last year after going through a list of cyberpunk movies. It's pretty good, set in a sun-scorched future where the solar flares have decimated society. The survivors live in sheltered cities and use robots called pilgrims to do work in the harsh environment. Banderas plays an insurance adjuster who is investigating rumors that pilgrims have begun modifying themselves, which is supposedly impossible due to their strict programming.
That's just to pause there. We have had Automata on our list for, I don't know, a couple of years at this point. I think it was one of the
early ones.
one of the early ones. And I had never, I know I've flipped past it, on Netflix or Amazon or whatever in the past, and never had the slightest idea what it was other than a movie called Automata with Antonio Banderas.
Yeah, that's the 2 things I knew about it as well, that he was in a vaguely cyberpunky movie.
This makes it sound really fucking cool.
Yeah.
This is selling me pretty hard. So,
knowing us and the way our brains work, we're probably going to be doing that very soon.
Yeah.
Second, This is back to the email. Second, Cyberjack, 1995, starring Michael Dudikoff. Yes, the American Ninja. And Brian Jones. It feels like a Die Hard knockoff to me, featuring a gang of baddies after a computer virus stored in a tall building. The Dudikoff works as a janitor. He's also a washed-up, drunk ex-cop.
Sure.
He's the right guy in the wrong place as he scrambles around the building in the ductwork, trying to hide from the gang while trying to stop them. It's hilariously bad and features Brian Jones as the main villain and appears to be cosplaying as either Roy Batty or Billy Idol, which I can see that's very similar. And I'll apologize in advance for this one. Also, I want to thank you guys for all the recommendos and podcasts themselves. I've discovered a lot of new content otherwise I would have ignored or avoided. Hey, mark another one in the likes the recommendo section column.
Yeah, all right.
If you want to see the other column, go to Spotify. They're all over there yelling at us.
Yeah. Fuck you, jerks.
It's not true. We love all our listeners, even the ones that hate the first part of our show. Mark Maron did it for a long time. People hate the first 30 minutes of his show, and he did well.
Yeah.
It's been done before.
Yeah, all you have to do is hit the advanced 30 seconds, like, I don't know, with Marin's show, it's like 15 minutes. So, you hit the advanced 30 seconds thing, 30 times and you're fine.
Yeah. And for us,
Try
45 to be safe.
Yeah. You'll be fine. Fucking get on with your life, man. You don't, like, this is the future. You don't have to watch credits if you don't want. Skip intro. Come on.
It really would just be a quality of life thing, though, to put a bumper between the beginning of the show stuff and the actual start. That's something I should consider.
What if I picked up an electric guitar, was a middle-aged white guy, and then played a bunch of mediocre blues rock riffs? Or would that be too close to Marin?
No, I think it's perfect.
Okay.
Let's do that. Thank you, Adam. Cyberjack and Automata are officially on the list. Cyberjack, by the way, is a very funny name for a movie.
It really is, and I'm sure had I heard of this movie prior to getting this email, even in 1995, had I heard of this movie, I would have gone.
Yeah, I was just gonna say in 1995, in my bedroom, there was a lot of cyberjacking going on.
Oh yeah,
I need a fucking soundboard so I can do drum fills. All right, those are 2 emails we got. I think that's all we got during the break.
I think those are the 2 that at least you have forwarded to me that I'm
Yeah, we got one. Yeah, I'm pretty good at forwarding them. I have a lot of emails with our artists because that required a lot of emails.
that is confusing. My looking through this, like, wait, no, oh no, that was another one. Okay.
All right, that leaves only one thing to do, and that's to reveal our next episode.
Yeah, it's a big one. It's one that people have been asking for, and that we have frankly been asking for.
And fearing with all of our hearts.
Yeah, for literally years, since long before this podcast proper began.
Yeah. There's 2 episodes that I have been dreading doing, and this is one of them. Mm-hmm. And the other one is Cyberpunk 2077.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I live in fear of it daily.
Yeah,
but,
I hate and fear that episode as well.
Because anytime we have to stray from the normal format, it's terrifying for us. We are creatures of habit.
Yeah, well, and as I explained on the Discord, visit us on the Astronomica Discord, and also listen to their show. I am like, as much as I enjoy going over movies and novels and to some extent TV shows, but that's just a volume thing. I feel entirely out of my fucking depth when we're trying to do music or video games because I don't know or have the proper language to criticize. And it's not my fucking wheelhouse, and I feel uncomfortable with it.
That's getting out of your comfort zone is what life's all about.
Is it? Or
I don't know. That's what people say.
I mean, like, I'm not terribly comfortable in my comfort zone either, but I'm certainly more comfortable with that than, I don't know. Just if you want a version of this, just go back to our fucking what's the name of that band? Gunship.
Yeah, but I thought that episode went fine.
I spent the whole thing going like, I don't know, man. I liked about 45 seconds of it, and then it bored me.
Don't think it was that bad. I mean, you definitely said that several times, but I think we found plenty to talk about in there.
I think mostly what we talked about was me going like, that's a clip from I don't know, a John Carpenter movie or something.
Yeah, that's what every episode's about. We did 98 episodes of pointing trash in the background of a fucking movie from 1995. That's what we do.
I think we do better than that generally.
Okay. I am just saying, don't undersell your own talents, even if you are insecure, outside of your comfort zone. Maybe you're actually better at it than you think. Because I remember finishing that episode, going into it worried, and coming out being like, that was actually pretty good, I thought. So
see, I don't think I'm underselling my talents. I think that's like, it is not fun to sit here and go, yeah, I don't have anything to say other than it's fine, whatever. Like that's uninteresting for me to think, and it would be uninteresting for me as a listener.
Anyway, this is the opposite of the hype episode, because we actually are excited to talk about this new. What are we doing right now? We're supposed to be hyping up next episode, not
we're okay. What we're doing is dragging expectations down so that they can become super high when we say next episode is Shadowrun lore, motherfuckers.
One thing that helps with that, insecurity and discomfort is bringing on guests that we like, and that is what we did for this episode. So we got people to talk about Shadowrun with, and we've already got one episode in the can. It of course went way longer than we thought it would be. It's going to be really long, everybody. I'm sorry.
It did not go any longer than I thought it would. I was honestly slightly surprised. Oh, we got this far? Okay.
Yeah. I didn't want to break them up. So there's one sitting there ready to go, and the other one will be recorded soon. But it's Shadowrun. We're basically just going to get in the lore, talk about the timeline, talk about what comes to mind as we're discussing the timeline. And if you want more than that, there are other podcasts out there that can give it to you.
Yeah, I suppose so. There are some actual plays. One of the actual plays is a podcast called Pink Faux Hawk. Check it out.
Yeah. For no reason.
No particular reason at all.
All right. Did we hype it?
I don't know. I feel relatively hype. Audience, how do you feel? Do you want to hear us talking about the Great Ghost Dance and a whole lot of things that just are exactly what's been happening in the real world, but with slightly funny names?
You know how at the beginning of the Shadowrun books, when they describe what happened in the past leading up to Shadowrun, that section is always called "And So It Came to Pass."
Yeah.
Well, spoiler alert, it's coming to pass right now.
It's mostly done past already.
It's mostly
but we're getting there.
So there's a lot of real world tie-ins that we could do with this stuff, which is always fun / depressing.
A real bummer, since neither of us have tusks.
No, not the cool stuff.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll die in a big internet crash, though.
Yeah.
We'll definitely be online for it.
I don't know if I will. We'll see how my appointment goes in the next.
I'll definitely be online. You'll be safe because Google Fiber is not being kind to you right now.
Actually, yeah, that's a fun bit of trivia for why the episode this week is as long as it is and why I drop out at the end. It turns out that tethering high-quality voice over my phone lasts exactly 3 hours.
Yeah. Spoiler alert, though, I don't think anyone will even notice because I am skilled.
That good? All right.
Yeah. I don't know. We might have made mention of it once.
Yeah.
Anyway, check out Shadowrun next week. Go ahead and read editions 1 through 5 all the way 1 through 6 all the way through.
Mm-hmm.
We'll be breaking them down chapter by chapter. And yeah, it should be a good time.
Yeah. So
all the Splat books too. You gotta.
Yeah. If you aren't reading at the bare minimum all of the Shadow Talk from all
definitely.
of the Splat books, then you are going to be way out of your depth.
Yeah. Don't even listen if you haven't done that.
Yeah. I mean, like, if you aren't familiar with fucking Hatchet Man, what are you even talking about? Get the fuck out of here. Come on, go.
Yeah.
Go. The
Get on
movie's
that
over.
Hatchet Man tip. Actually, the episode is kind of over. What did we do here? Is this 30 minutes well spent? I don't know. Thanks for listening if you're still here.
Yeah.
Thanks to our patrons who stuck out the dry spell. We needed a break.
Yeah.
We had real life shit. And it's over now. Oh, actually, that is one thing I wanted to mention. Our schedule, we are ostensibly back. We will have a day off as we attend Astronomicon.
Or Nerd Camp.
On Labor Day weekend.
Yeah.
Or Nerd Camp, depending on how you want to say it. So probably the week of the 10th of September, we won't have an episode that week. Unless, who knows what happens. Whatever happens at Nerd Camp happens at Nerd Camp.
Unless we record it and stick it on the feed. As...
it could happen.
Yeah, I mean, it happened last year.
We've got 8 hours in the car. No, sorry. Double that. Give it to the next person. 16 true. Hours in the car.
Yeah. I mean, and if you guys want to hear some absolute fucking nonsense, go back to, check out the Astronomica feed and go back to, I think it was February of this year, where you can hear me on the Adventures of Space Patrol.
Yeah, that was a good one.
As Bonus Maximus.
It's a Roman thing.
Yeah, it's a Roman thing.
All right. Check us out on Bluesky. You guys know.
Yeah.
Go give Gillyvor some clicks.
Yeah, enjoy our new art.
And
we're happy with it.
And listen to Pink Fohawk for no reason.
No reason whatsoever. They have just finished the second season and are about to start a short Delta Green campaign. So
yeah, that'll be very interesting. Those guys could get up to some shit in that fucking game.
Yeah, and you'll have plenty of time to, even if you start now, you'll have plenty of time to get caught up on the first 2 seasons of Pink Fohawk proper.
Which is absolutely Shadowrun canon and will be part of our episode. So that's another thing to add to your list.
Yeah, it's true.
You got a lot of work to do this week. What are you doing still listening?
Yeah, go pick up some goddamn core books. And
hit up Half Price Books.
Yeah, hit Half Price Books. You can pick up a Polish edition of the second ed book for the low price of $40.
If you live in the Kansas City metro area.
Yeah.
We're not going to tell you which one. You're going to have to drive around, fools. All right, that's it. We've dragged this out long enough. It's exactly 30 minutes. It'll be a little bit longer when I add the intros. Thanks, everybody. We will see you in a week. Bye-bye.
Bye.
This has been the High Tech Low Life podcast. Find us on Bluesky at High Tech Low Life. Email us at hightechlowlifepodcast@gmail.com and find us on Patreon at patreon.com/hightechlowlife. Theme music by Nihilor at nihilor.com. Thank you for listening.
Keep it moving. Come on, what are you waiting on? Let's go.
They're trashing our rights, man! They're trashing the fluid data! They're trashing! Trashing! Trashing!
Everybody on.
Hike the